Good morning, everyone. There is an article on the BBC website on the app about all the conditions and the financial problems that seem to be accumulating now from the Iran war and other conditions around the world and in the UK. So should we be taking this all a bit more seriously and being a bit more wary, possibly keeping hold of our money more and thinking ahead of the game as well? There's quite a few videos on YouTube from people in the know as well talking about current situation and what's going on, which unfortunately, I know I sound gloomy, but it doesn't give a particularly rosy impression for the next 12 months or so. I think also today Donald Trump has said that the war with Iran will just go on anyway. Seems to be an awful problems with the oil. And then other things that maybe haven't hit the UK yet. The Philippines, I think, has had great problems, and Australia with the fuel crisis so far. And it may be that it will take another month or so to trickle down to us, particularly if people want to go on a holiday and fly. Will there be enough jet fuel when you want to go? Will the flight be cancelled? What will happen? Will you get back? I know that sounds pessimistic, but there are all these things that we sort of have to keep an eye to in the future. Just to be more careful, perhaps how we spend our money, what we do, because really nobody can give a definitive yes or no to what's going to happen. So sometimes it's better to be prepared and think, well, if this happens, maybe I'll get more food in that's non-perishable, pasta, rice, things of that nature. So if they are short on the shelves in the supermarkets, because of the supermarkets obviously will only have so much food in advance. Also, there has been some articles about medications in short supply. A couple of articles this week about a blood pressure pill. The wrong one was supplied to somebody, or a group of people, I should say. And also some people getting the wrong antidepressant. Is that because the other ones are in short supply now and they've just popped another lot in instead to replace them? I mean, as I say, these are all things for people to pray about, obviously particularly Christians, what is going to happen in our country or in the UK in the next few months, what is suddenly going to be revealed, possibly at the last minute, because they don't want to tell us too soon for people to panic. Maybe just pray about that, those people that pray that are Christians, and consider all that's being done and ask God to show you where we should be looking to be more cautious and what we should pray for. Nobody wants to be gloomy, but sometimes the truth has to be realised before it happens so that you're prepared. Not that you're scared, but so that you are prepared. It's like I'm going for an endoscopy next Tuesday. I've got all the stuff and everything about it, and I have to be prepared for that. I am going to have sedation, which will make it a lot easier because I have asthma, but I know what's going to happen. And I've had the information about 2 weeks because you have to stop certain medications before they complete the procedure. So I've had them information about 2 to 3 weeks to make sure that I did stop it on time. It's the same sort of situation now. What do we really need to be prepared for or not?